Welcome back to the channel. It's another beautiful day here in Southern California. I want to welcome you back to the path of a wise man, where I, Rahzier, am documenting my path of self-development, self-growth, but just ultimately becoming the highest version of myself, the best version of myself, as I travel throughout this local area, but also travel throughout the entire world. So there's a lot more adventures to come. Right now, I'm building my way out from where I'm currently at. So if you like adventure, traveling, maybe a little bit of storytelling, meeting different people, and overall just becoming the best version of yourself, this channel is for you. So let's get to it. For right now, the only thing that I have planned is to edit more videos, get my YouTube channel set up, and later on I have another client that I'm training in the next city over. But other than that, my day is pretty open, and we'll see what we can get into. All right, look at this little buddy right here. Just right outside my window. Let's see if he pops up again. A little gopher. I have a feeling like as soon as I stop recording, it's gonna pop his head back out. Yep. See, I almost stopped recording. There it is. All I had to do was say those magic words. So how's life for you, buddy? What's life treating you like? Said I got free food. All I gotta do is put my head out and avoid predators. I'm good. Just getting all that dead grass, huh? Cause California in the summer, it don't really rain here. I want to go where it's tropical, like Thailand and Bali. But that's enough of that for right now. And that's coming up for more. Got a little stuff, something on your mustache though. Got a little piece of grass on your mustache. Okay, and I think this is supposed to be normal. Looks like they're sprouting, but yep, I think that's mold or anything, so it should be good. Yeah, so I'm gonna get busy on this and then get busy on some food. Moving forward with the day, I got a lot of editing done. I got, so far, the first 3 vlogs up and ready to go. Now I just gotta actually upload them to YouTube. I'm just finishing, as of right now, I'm finishing writing the description and everything for my YouTube channel, just getting all the back end stuff set up. So that's in the works, and those will be coming out soon, but by the time you see this video, everything will already be up. So there's really no point in me actually saying this, but again, I'm just documenting my journey. So I'm just showing you how it is. And right now I'm about to go to train another client. This is an individual client, and we're gonna work on a lot of shooting today, because he's gonna be a good shooter. I can already tell he's gonna be a good shooter, and he needs to specialize in that, really get the mechanics down with that, so that he can then branch out, or not really branch out, but expand into other areas. So about to go do that, and then after that, gonna go to either my favorite nature spot or my other favorite nature spot for a little either sunset hike, or just, you know, just to enjoy the sunset in general on the beach, on the coast. So we'll see, but let's get into it. Let's move on ahead. Last thing, while my car still is warming up, I'm noticing a shift in my mindset where I'm moving away from what should I be doing today, or what do I have to do today, to what can I do today, and what do I get to do today? Because I've been in the mindset of like not really, you know, enjoying my day-to-day life, but having this vlog, like you're literally seeing me evolve in front of your eyes. So having this vlog has been inspiring me and encouraging me and pushing me to figure out more things to do on the day-to-day basis. Because usually I just go to work, work out, and then come back home and try to enjoy a little bit of my time, if not work some more. But now it's more like, okay, how can I still get everything done that I need to get done while also enjoying my life and just getting out more and just having more fun? So I just wanted to share that. I'm having a great time running this vlog and creating the videos and everything. So I'm just gonna keep it going. And like I said, if you guys have any destination suggestions, just drop it in the comments, because I'm in Ventura County. If you know where that is, there's pretty good amount of things to do out here, mostly involving nature, but I want to do more. And until I'm able to travel overseas and everything, I want to do more here. So if y'all got any suggestions, just let me know. I just got here to my nature spot. Actually, let me pause my music for a second. But yeah, just got here to my nature spot. It's the Santa Rosa Valley. I feel like sharing it now, but Santa Rosa Valley Trail. And I love coming here for all the reasons that you've already seen if you've seen my previous vlogs. But today we're gonna go a little bit further on the trail. We're going to duck off on a little spot that's also along the river, but it's a spot that I haven't really seen anybody else at. It's just like right off the trail, but it's one of those things where if you don't see it, you'll just completely miss it. So we're just gonna walk there and then chill there until the sun goes down, and then head back home, get some dinner going, and yeah, we'll see what else we can get into from there. So yeah, just got here about probably 45 minutes before sunset. Like I always say, I love walking across this bridge, going across the water right here. Cause man, it's just like a portal, literally. It's literally like a portal walking through, and just feeling like I'm so far away from civilization, even though I'm still very close. But feeling like I'm so far away, it just does something different for the soul. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you along a little walk, a little journey. A little walk and talk. A little come hike with me. See, I don't know how tall like any of these mountains are or anything, but this trail, it goes along for pretty good length, where the river will be like, that's where I usually walk down, right through there, get down to the water. But keep walking forward right here, the river is obviously going to be on the left side over here, and you can stay along the river, and there's a few different points where you can duck off to go into the river, take some trails there, or you can keep going straight, or you can go right up, like behind these mountains up over here. So yeah, I don't know what these plants are right here, these flowers, but I always find them so interesting because like they open up, I think when they're in direct sunlight, but they close up at night like this. So yeah, same thing here. So like here's a closer look. If it'll focus. I don't know what it is with this camera focusing. There we go. This yellow jacket right here next to me. But yeah, so it closes up like that. And sometimes they're more open, where like that one's still kind of open a little bit, but you'll see some like more direct sunlight that are more open. Yeah, just keep walking. I remember this used to be in springtime, this summer now, but springtime, this was so green. Like you see all these plants right here. These were all green. They looked somewhat like that. These are still hanging on for life, but everything was so much more green in the springtime. It was the most green I've ever seen it here. So, yeah, and then I love how at the sunset hours, you have the valley that we're in that's darkening, but then you still have the sunlight that's hitting against the rock faces over there. So it's just really cool to see that contrast. Let's see if this, so no, it looks like it's dead now or dying, but I don't know what this is called, but man, like just taking, no, this right here. I'm sorry, plant, but if I can take a little bit of you. Oh man, it just smells so good. Like whatever this is, whatever this is, again, if the camera will focus, it just smells so good. It's almost like, it's almost like lemony. I can even, hold on. It's almost like lemony, but it's just so fresh. Like, man, I don't know what it is, but it just smells so good. And it's like I want my whole house to smell like that. That little bird over in the tree over here. That was like a squirrel. Man, we got a lot of stuff coming out right now. I'm pretty sure this is sage right here. Just wild sage. I don't know what specific kind it is, but yeah, it smells good, really good too. So that's a sage that people be burning and stuff. So I burn sage too, white sage. I don't know exactly what kind of sage that is, but there was one time where I came here with one of my best friends, and that was the first time that I didn't discover this place. She discovered this place, and she wanted us to go on a hike here together, so we did. And ever since then, I just fell in love with it. Because before then, I wasn't really one to go on hikes and stuff. I just wasn't getting out much in general unless it was going to work out. But yeah, after she opened my eyes to hiking trails like this, especially being so close to me in this general area, yeah, I just kept coming back and kept falling in love with it more and more every single time. But we collected sage there first time that we came here, and that was a pretty cool experience because we dried it out, and we I forgot what she did with hers, but I think I kept mine, and I actually burned it a little bit and everything. It smelled really good. It smelled really fresh. But here we have a little path. Last time I hit a spider web going through here, but I think we're good this time. There's just a bunch of gnats and stuff here, but and this is growing a lot. Get the wide angle for y'all, because you have the water down here. Look at that. They have a little I think somebody built a little waterfall down there. Not a waterfall, but like a little dam down there. Sometimes I'll see like, new additions to the river and stuff that I haven't noticed before. And that's how I know people are here. I mean, unless we got river otters that I don't know of, but I know that's not the job of a river otter right there. Rocks, moving heavy rocks, stuff like that. But yeah, this really right here, this grew a lot since the last time I saw it, which was a few weeks ago actually. Because this is all the way, this is well above my head right here. So all this, dang, this is growing a whole lot. But let's keep on going. We got people riding bikes and stuff here. It's a pretty popular trail spot. Actually, nobody's coming back. But yeah, love coming here, and I'm not the only one. People doing mountain biking, people do horseback riding on this trail. And of course, people just walk it normally like how I'm doing it right here. And then you got this, the flow of the river coming in, and all the way right here. And I'm always surprised that it's very, very still right here. There's no movement in the water right now, at least seemingly no movement. So, but you hear the waterfall over that way. But yeah, I guess that little dam and this like whatever all this is just this massive bush right here. It's not a tree, but I guess I'll call it just this massive bush right here. I know that all this growth right here is probably the roots and stuff. They're probably impeding the flow of the water a little bit. And then you have the dam that's built up there. So you got the flow coming in over here, and then it kind of just slows, progressively just halts. And then the waterfall, you hear it over there, so you know it's still flowing, but it's interesting how water works. You got the birds flying around. They're out looking for bugs and stuff to eat, to munch on. Oh, this right here. And again, I love the contrast of the mountains. The sunlight hitting the mountains, and then got the valley, the river running through the valley right here. So let's keep it going. Let's keep going with this little mini tour. Because the spot that we're going to is just right up here. Just right off to the left over here. So many birds up in the sky flying. Because I know the bugs are coming out right now. Mosquitoes and stuff. So they're out here trying to have a feast. Here's another spot. So you see more of it all from right here. Let's keep on going. We have a little, it's like a little stink bug, a little beetle. Found these everywhere out here. Yep, so as you can see all the way back there, there's a trail going all the way up. See all the way up, where's my hand? There it is. All the way up there. So that's just one of the many trails that are in this area. But down here, this is another spot to just duck off to, get into the water. Yeah, I guess somebody tried to make a path going down this way, but usually I just go down that way right there. So, again, last time, well, not last time, but there's times, probably a few months ago, before the spring, actually, yeah, before the spring, all this vegetation right here, it was not here, it was not this high up. Because before, this was very low to the ground, and I could just either step over it, or there's paths, easier paths just leading to the water. I could just step in all right there. Actually held my first ever self-mastery coaching session here, right here in this very spot. So right here exactly, I'm set on this rock right here. But we got in the water right over here. And we're just sitting there, not sitting in the water, but we're standing in the water. And you know, I was leading in through a guided meditation. And it was really, really a powerful and transformative experience, because this water, man, like anytime you do any kind of healing work in water, you're transmuting so much, because the water allows you to let go. And like, what happens whenever you put anything in water, or like even if water just touches anything, it starts to wash away whatever is on it. So water literally, it carries away so many toxins from the body, so much emotional baggage that we have. The water, it helps just carry it all away. So that's why it's always important to include the elements into every session. The fire, the earth, the water, the air, because they all play their role. But especially water helps release certain things that you maybe been holding on to. But yeah, this right here, this is a spot for me. It's my first ever self-mastery coaching session, guided meditation. And there's gonna be a lot more that I'm adding on to that. But right now, I'm really happy and really proud of where I'm at with it. What is with this camera and focusing? I'm literally pointing at it where to focus. I'm tapping on the screen for it to focus, but it just will not focus. Come on, what you doing? There we go. For a split second. Had it for a split second. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So again, love nature, preserving He's just so unbothered, just doing his thing. And there's so many people who are like afraid of bees, but look at this little guy. He's just doing his thing. There's so many out here too. But just doing his thing, literally doing his part for the ecosystem so that not only they can survive, so that we can survive as well. Yeah, just down here, literally in the cut. There's even more back here. Ooh. Chill at. So much vegetation back here. So much just life. And again, I love the sound of running water. It just sounds so calming, so serene. All right. So whenever I'm out in nature, I always make it a point to be respectful of everywhere that I'm at, literally every step that I take. And there's always a silent communication between me and the environment. Because that's really how it is with all of us. It's not just me, I'm not special. It's all of us. There's always a silent communication between us and the environment that we're in. And the more that you treat it with respect, the more that you treat it with love and kindness and honor it, the more that it reflects that back to you. The more love and respect and kindness and honor that it gives to you. So, like, if you ever hear people talking about, like, going to talk to the trees and stuff, that's a real thing. Because trees are living organisms just like us. They communicate just like us. They communicate using their roots and the not the fungal system, but mushrooms, mycelium network, the mycelium network. So if you ever heard of the mycelium network, that's basically, we're talking about mushrooms and fungus, but that mycelium network is literally everywhere all at once. It's all over Earth. And the mushroom spores, they spread literally everywhere on Earth, so that no matter what, we're always connected. That's one of the ways that we're also physically connected with one another. Because if you watch anything regarding mushrooms, especially, what was it? There's a mushroom documentary. I'll get the name of it. I'll remember it, but it was on Netflix. And I believe it still is. But yeah, I thought the name came to me real quick. But they talk about, the importance of mushrooms and how they help us in literally every single aspect of our lives. Not just psychedelic mushrooms, but just mushrooms, like mushrooms that we can eat, medicinal mushrooms, mushrooms that play a part in like cleaning up oil spills, literally like cleaning pollution from the world. So there's so much that that we as a species don't know about mushrooms. But indigenous folks, they've been known. Really, they've been known. But I'm just so disconnected from the environment that, we forgot a lot of the stuff that our ancestors already knew. So when we get out here in nature and we embrace this silent connection, this telepathic connection between me and nature right here, this little spider right here that I just saw. But when we embrace that connection, we're remembering what was already within us, was already passed down within our bloodline, within our DNA. See, the knowledge isn't lost. It's never lost. It's just forgotten a little bit. So it just needs to be uncovered within us. So that's why getting out here is so important, because we remember everything that we forgot. So the more silent that we are, the more stillness that we have, the more stillness that we embody, the more we're able to receive and uncover what's really here within us. So that's why it's very important for me to get out in nature, and I encourage all of you to get out in nature as well. And also, just building off of that last thought that I had about mycelium network. So going deeper into that, as I'm speaking to these plants right here, as I'm speaking to these plants, not even I don't even have to be speaking directly to them, but I'm speaking, and they're listening, they're hearing me, because the sound, the vibration of my voice is being carried through to literally everything around me. So being that I'm here, I'm speaking, I'm always giving off energy. You hear a lot of people talk about energy, energy this and energy that, and good vibes and bad vibes and all that stuff, but a lot of people don't really know what they're talking about. And I'm not going to front saying that I know everything about it, but I'm learning, and I actually really pay attention. I dive deep into actually understanding what it is that I'm saying, what it is that I'm talking about. But through observing myself and what I give off, we're always giving off some type of frequency. We're always giving off some type of energy, whether it's verbally or literally how we feel, the emotions that are within us. Because emotions are energy in motion. It's just energy that is, needs to be circulated throughout our bodies. And if we bottle them up, then that's how we become suppressed. And then it's like if you have trying to hold a basketball or any type of ball underwater, the longer you hold it down there, the harder it gets to actually hold it, because the force or the buoyancy of the ball is trying to bring the ball back up to the surface. That's seeking balance. That's balance. That's harmony. And holding something against its will where it's not supposed to be, where it's not physically meant to be, that is a recipe for disaster. That's when the ball shoots back up, it gets loose, it shoots back up, and now it's launched into the atmosphere. But the same thing with our emotions. Same exact thing with our emotions. Because emotions are meant to flow. Energy is meant to move. It's meant to flow. It's meant to be on the move. It's meant to be on the go. So the more that we try to keep it still, not still, but the more that we try to bury it, suppress it, and not express it, the worse it actually, the more it begins to explode out of us. That's why people have so many anger issues and stuff. It's not that anger is a bad thing. It's just that it's not being utilized in a healthy way. But bringing it back to the plants, they're all listening. They're all feeling us at all times. So when we come into nature, they're literally here to help us heal. They're here, they're listening to us. And say if I was in a bad mood right now, but I got into nature, everything about this plant, everything about the soil, the ground, it's all being transmuted and all being carried through the roots and the mycelium network. This is one of the ways that we can all feel each other no matter how far away we are. Because it's not just, quantum mechanics that I'm talking about. It's literally physical mechanics that I'm talking about, because our vibrations, the energy that is given off from us, is being carried through the roots, through the soil, through the mycelium network. And let's say if I'm thinking about my friend and my best friend in Sacramento, if I'm thinking about one of my best friends in Vegas, in Long Beach, they can feel me. If they're sensitive enough to sit still and really feel into what they're actually feeling, my energy may come up because it's being carried through and it's being transmitted all the way to them, both physically and in the quantum realm. So this is, it's kind of getting deep right now, but this is just me. Again, this vlog is about me being my authentic self, no matter what. And these are my thoughts. So often throughout the day, I think about stuff like this and I meditate on it, I observe and I study. So when I'm speaking, I'm not just speaking off just theory and, all this stuff. No, this is stuff that I actually observed and stuff that I found to be true within myself. And a lot of this stuff is also peer reviewed by science as well. So if you really want to get the science behind it, you can find it. I'm just talking about it as it comes to me because I know this stuff to be true within myself. But again, if you want to dive deeper, don't ask me, just do the research for yourself. Of course, I can help you discover these things for yourself within yourself. That's my job. But if you want, the hard facts and the research and everything, there's papers for that. There's scientists for that. Me, I'm someone who is walking this path of divine alignment. I'm walking this path of being a wise one, walking this path of self-mastery, so that as I go on my path, I grow more and I become wiser and I become more and more enlightened. And what you'll all find if you walk the same path within yourself is that it's all within. It's all within you. So yes, the papers, the peer-reviewed science and everything is great. It's absolutely wonderful for confirming what we already know. It's also great for dispelling what we think we know, because that keeps the ego in check. That's why I'm not saying that everything that I say is true, I say it's true for me. I found it to be true for myself, because everyone's truth is different. It's all subjective. It's all a subjective reality. So don't take my truth as your truth. Find it within yourself. See if it's true for you. And that's the theme of everything that I teach. Everything is always, okay, what's true for me? Now find what's true for you as well. So I'm just gonna leave it off on that because I don't want this to be just, 30 minutes of me talking, but it's a vlog. So I'm trying to, show where I'm at, but also just like the nature of the vlog, share my growth, share what's on my mind, share what's on my heart, be just my authentic self. Now back to the views. Just look at that, it's so beautiful. Alright, so I think it's time now to start heading back. The sun is just about starting to go down. So I was looking against the cliff over there, but yeah, sun's getting ready to go down, and I gotta get to the store, get some more stuff for dinner. Seems like that's like a daily occurrence, but what can I say? I eat a lot, so. But enjoy these views. Like another little bird. Let's see. Yep. That's what I'm looking at right there. Pretty sure that's a bird, not a bat. But yeah, they've been out here. But yeah, it's about time to get back home, or get to the store and then get back home, make some dinner and everything. But it's like I was saying before, this vlog is really pushing me and encouraging me to get out of my comfort zone and do more things, because if it wasn't for me doing this and stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out of my shell, then I would have went straight home. Or no, not straight home. I would have went straight to the store from my training session instead of coming here. I would have went straight to the store and then got home, made some dinner, and then just called it a night. But yeah, I'm so glad that I came out here, because again, this is just causing me and pushing me and encouraging me to step out of my shell so much more. So now I'm more open to doing things more spontaneously, rather than just, being stuck to a set routine, a set pattern, a set way of doing things. Like, nah, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that, because that hasn't really gotten me anywhere. It's allowed me to survive, but now it's time to thrive. So these are the next step that you're seeing, and you're literally witnessing me taking to becoming a better version of myself. Because that's what this channel is about. Traveling and growing, becoming the best version of myself, becoming fully in alignment with my highest self, so that I can live out my purpose in all the best ways. So that's what this channel is about. So if you like that, again, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm gonna be here for a while, for a long time. I don't see myself stopping this anytime soon. So we're gonna keep going, and let's get to it. So now we say good night, goodbye. Ooh, that's again. Ooh, keep my balance. Almost fell again. Cause that thing that's deceptively steep. Man, I really see it on camera, but it's steep and it's a little bit slippery. But yeah, say goodbye. Give our thanks and gratitude to this wonderful, beautiful spot. thanks and gratitude to the water, to the air, to the earth, and to the fire, the sun. So now we walk in, just on the way back, on the trek back. Path of the Wise One. The Path of the Wise One. Really like that name, and I'm glad that it came to me. So yeah, that's really, you might be able to hear it, but helicopter and airplanes, that's like the only thing that's man-made that you really hear out here. Besides people riding bikes, that's the only like hints of civilization that you really have while you're out here. And well, actually, that pipeline right there, if you want to be nitpicky, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll just see jets like that. Where's that on camera? Right there. Jets like that flying. And then I can't tell where that helicopter is. Actually, it's over here. But yeah, that's like the only hint of civilization that you really have while being out here. Until you get back to the parking lot, but again, that's just another reason why I love coming out here, because it feels like you're so far away from everything. The cars, the people, the loud noises, TVs, the artificial lights and everything. But out here, as you can hear, you got the sound of running water. You got all the plants, the vegetation, the animals, the birds, the insects, the squirrels, the rabbits, even some snakes out here. I'm pretty sure there's probably mountain lions out further off in the distance, but nothing really close to here, at least that I've heard of. But the only thing, like the closest that I came on this trail to a snake was a rattlesnake that I had just missed. Not like a close call or anything, but I was rounding, not this corner, but I think it was a corner back there. So it was right in this area somewhere, but I was rounding that corner coming here. Person went ahead of me on their bike and they stopped. And as I rounded the corner, I came across the person and they told me, "Oh man, you just missed a rattlesnake." So I didn't actually see it, but I was like probably 30 feet from actually seeing it. But you know, there's a crazy story or crazy experience where I was on a hike with my brother from Long Beach. Well, not from Long Beach, but you know, he lives in Long Beach right now, my brother. And there was two other brothers on the trail with us, went on the hike with us. And we were walking and we didn't see it, but you know, we were kind of like in a single file line. Person in front, he didn't see it until it was like a foot away from him. So that snake, it was a rattlesnake, but it didn't rattle its tail at all. It did not give any warning that it was there, nothing. And it kind of like, let me see, like it was probably like that far away from him. And so he was walking, and if he took like another step further, boom, he would have got bit. But he was about to take a step, and then, oh, he backed up like that. The snake, it struck at him, but didn't hit him. Thank God it did not hit him, because that would have been a very bad day. But, and then like after, you know, the snake was shook too. Like he said, like they had like that small, tiny moment of like eye-to-eye contact, like, yo, we doing this or no? So I mean, we could look back on it and laugh, but in that moment, man, his heart was racing. And I can't say what could have happened if I was, you know, in front leading the pack on that, because I don't know, maybe I would have got bit, maybe I wouldn't have, but I'm just glad nobody got bit that day. And then after that, the snake slithered down the trail, kind of like, not jumped off the cliff, but it was in a hurry to get away from us. And the snake, or the trail, it like snakes down the mountain. So we were kind of like looking up as we were walking down. As we got to the lower part, we were kind of like looking up like, yo, is that snake there again? Is it gonna fall from the trees or something? But yeah, that was my closest encounter with a snake. I'm glad nobody got bit that day, but man, that was a close call. And we're just rounding it back out to the front. Pass by this tree and the gate. As you can tell, the sun is getting low in the sky. And I don't really know where that trail leads right there, but I know it goes back to the front somewhere. But man, look at that view. Look at that view. Some rustling in the bushes over there. Can't really see what it is, but I hear it though. Sounds like maybe like some squirrels or some birds trying to find cover for the night or something. I don't know. The sunset just over that hill over there. Just set not too long ago. Just walking back to our car, and again, just that magnificent view of the cliff face, the rock face. I think next time we might go, because there's a hiking trail that goes all the way up these mountains over here too. So I might take that trail next time. Like I said, this area has a lot of different spots to choose from, different trails to choose from. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be coming back, but down that way where the water is, and then back where we just came from, those are my favorites, my favorite place to be. And there's one further down the way too, but maybe next time, maybe, no, we're not. We'll see, either next time we'll go to the water or next time we'll go up to the trail that goes up there. But we'll see. And back to the bridge. It's like most people in the parking lot starting to leave already, but the sound of running water, man. All I know is wherever I live, wherever my permanent house is going to be, needs to have running water nearby. Because just look at that, just listen to that. So magnificent. So magnificent. Of course, you got this side, straight down. So, man, another beautiful day at the Santa Rosa Valley Trail. And then out there, see you got all the houses on the hillsides and stuff. There's ranches, there's farms and everything. But yeah, made it back. So about to get to the store and get some dinner going. Got home, just got some more water. Put my keys and stuff down, but yeah, just got home. Feeling tired, but hungry. So we're gonna get to some food. I don't know quite what I'm gonna make yet. You probably hear that car in the background. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna make yet, but it's either gonna be a stir fry or a pizza. One of the two. Might be feeling pizza, but we'll see. So the only downside with pizza or making pizza is that it takes a long time. It's already past 8:30, going on 9 o'clock. Just got home, so really it's just a matter of, do I actually want to make pizza and go through the whole process? Because it's not tough or anything to make the pizza. It just takes more time. Partially because the oven isn't really good. It doesn't really hold the heat in that well, so it takes longer to actually cook, and it doesn't cook as well as it should, but either way, it still comes out good for me, good enough for me. But I might make that. It just depends on if I really want to go through the full process, but I think I do tonight. I think I do. Okay, so just getting into the kitchen, and it looks like we have even more growth. These things are sprouting up quick. So I think in the next few days, it might be ready to harvest. So we'll see. About to get ready to make this pizza. It's gonna be a bit of a process, but hey, gotta eat. So about to do it. As I'm just making my food, making my pizza right now. As I'm making my food, I'm just like experiencing these feelings of just like overwhelming joy and excitement. And I traced it back to just the feeling of excitement because I'm able to actually, share my life with you guys. I'm able to share myself authentically and fully. Like, if this was like just last week, I wouldn't have been thinking about going on camera with, my headscarf on, not really caring how I look, just in the kitchen, it was totally different for me just last week, just a week ago. And I'm just experiencing so much gratitude for this newfound level of freedom that I'm experiencing within myself. The freedom that came as a result of answering the call that my soul has been ringing me up for I don't know how many years now. But man, I just feel such a profound sense of freedom within myself, and it just feels like I can breathe easier. It feels so like liberating on a soul level and on a physical level as well, because I feel like this is also helping to heal my nervous system. But man, I just wanted to express this gratitude, this feeling of joy, this feeling of excitement, this like eagerness to just get out and explore the world even more. So man, I just thank each and every one of you for tuning in, for watching, for listening, however you view this content, however you consume this content. Thank you for being here as a part of my journey. But this isn't just my journey. This is our journey together. This is the path of a wise one, but it's also to inspire all of you to walk the same path within yourself. So I just want to thank you all again, man. Just thank you. Just thank you. All right, pizza's going into the oven now. And complete. Fully done now. Look at that goodness. Yeah, I'm about to eat good tonight. About to save half for tomorrow. Oh man, it is late, but gotta get these beans soaking so that I can have dinner to eat tomorrow. I also forgot that I gotta re-rinse these and get them ready again to sit overnight. 'Cause these are growing pretty fast. I forgot how fast these sprouts grow. So remember when I said I don't have the correct measurement tool to actually measure the seeds that go in here? Yeah, I put way too many seeds in here. Yeah, because this thing is like, I didn't account for how much they would grow. So yeah, I think I put way too many in here. But hey, I'd rather have too much than too little though. Yep. What a day, what a day, what a day. So I'm so glad that I remembered to go soak the beans and re-rinse the sprouts, because man, I was so close to just being knocked out right now. Because it's late. It's already past 1 a.m. At least I think so. I think it's past 1 a.m. But man, it's been a day. It's been a long day because I woke up at, what was it, like a little before 8:30 after going to sleep at around like 2:30 last night. And yeah, so only like 6, maybe less hours of sleep. And then waking up, being productive, editing actually 2 videos, completing the edit on the second vlog, and then completing the edit on the third vlog, and then creating my YouTube channel, and then also having a client to train, and then just taking care of normal stuff around the house that, I need to take care of. You can probably see it in my eyes right now, but I'm tired, man. I'm spent. I took a nap, but it was one of those naps again where it's like I need about 4 or 5 more hours of rest to actually be rested. But tomorrow I'm gonna let myself sleep in as much as I need to, or really as much as I can, because once the sun rises in this room, it's hard to actually sleep unless I'm just like dead tired. But hey, we getting through it. We getting through it no matter what. And we're not just getting through it, we're gonna be thriving. So like I said in the first vlog, I'm not gonna be walking into this same room specifically much longer. I'm gonna be walking into my new apartment in another country. So that's not just the goal, that is the reality that I'm living in, that I am creating. That's the reality that I'm creating so that I can live in it. So just finishing off the vlog with some final thoughts for today. Just, my heart is full with a lot of gratitude right now. A whole lot of gratitude, a whole lot of just joy and excitement and eagerness for what's to come, like what I was expressing earlier. Like just this feeling of knowing that I can put my all into this. I can put my whole soul into this, all my energy into this. Because that's exactly what my like the deepest parts of my being, my core being, that's what I've been really craving. And I didn't know what it was for a few years, because I've been feeling that feeling of, man, like I really want to pour myself into something. I really want to find that one thing where I can just give my all into it and just focus on building that and building that and building that. I just didn't know what it was until like less than a week ago when I started vlogging. It's so amazing how, again, just this one thing that I've been subtly feeling within myself, deep within myself for a while now, for years now, not knowing what it was, just a feeling, and like slight visions here and there, slight visuals that I receive here and there. And then pick up the phone, press record, just, do my thing. And now here we are. This already feels like it's one of the best decisions that I made in my life. It feels like it's a direct contrast to when I went back to college after taking a year off. So part of my journey has been, I did 2 years, well, technically 3 years, but 2 full years at community college, and played basketball there, had a good career there and everything. Won the conference championship my second year and was a key contributor on the team and everything. It was cool. I was going through depression then, but then, so real quick, I'll just, I don't want to just drop that in and just leave it there. So I was going through depression my entire time that I was in college, because I knew that I wasn't supposed to be there. I knew that I wanted to play basketball, but I didn't want to be in school anymore. I didn't want to actually be in college. I didn't want to go to college. And knowing that I was going against my intuition, knowing that I was going against my soul, it was eating at me every single day that I was there. I was like mentally checked out almost the whole time I was there in college. Besides when I needed to be fully present in practice, I was gone. I was somewhere else. I wasn't there. But on paper, had a good career, graduated, got my associate's degree, and then, won the conference championship my second year, helped the program get back into a state of being successful, the basketball program there, be successful again and everything. It was cool. It was fun. But outside of actually playing basketball, I hated it. I hated every second of it. And I took a year off because I was supposed to transfer to a 4-year college, 4-year university right after graduating from the school that I went to. I'll just say it was Moore Park College. So right after graduating from Moore Park College, I was supposed to transfer, had a choice of going to like Sonoma State and like some other schools, but my intuition, it was like, this was the strongest I ever felt it because I was about to make another decision that was directly out of alignment with my soul's purpose. I just didn't know it at the time, but because I didn't have the confidence and the trust to to fully listen to my intuition. So being that I went against my intuition for 2 years, technically 3 years, because my first year of college I gray shirted, meaning that I took less than 12 units. And so it didn't count against my, what's it called? My clock, whatever it's called. It didn't count as a year loss for me. It counted as just, I was there, but I wasn't fully, I guess I wasn't fully, I don't know how you break it down because I don't really care about that stuff anymore. But I took a year off after almost going to a school in Montana. So when I went for a visit and I committed there verbally, I had a verbal commitment there because it was just my last place to go. And at that point, I wasn't trusting my intuition. I was just listening to what my elders, my parents, my grandparents, and my family members, what they thought I should do. I was just listening to them regarding school. So I was just like, well, I waited too long to go to Sonoma State. This is the next best option. So I guess I'll just take this. Even though I know it's going against my souls, going against my spirits, going against my intuition, I guess I'll just go. But my parents actually suggested I take a year off because they didn't feel like that school was a good fit for me. And immediately when I heard my dad suggest taking a year off, my intuition immediately said, yes, do it. Yes, take that year off. Do it. Do it. It got super excited. And then I got super excited. I took that year off, and no coincidence at all. That was the year that I had grown the most within a year span. So from the summer of 2016 to the summer of 2017, my spiritual growth and my growth on the basketball court and my growth athletically all peaked. Well, they didn't all peak, but they reached new heights that I didn't even know I could reach. That's when I was practicing deep meditation every single day. That's when I was practicing astral projection or out-of-body experiences every single day. I was going through the techniques, the practices every single day for multiple hours a day. At least 2 hours a day, but usually 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours a day. I would practice that, like people say, religiously. So I practiced that religiously. And I grew the most in any year period out of my entire life, both physically and spiritually. And after that year, the deal was between me and my parents, I take this year off. I take this year to train for basketball, but I also took the year off for me personally to heal and to, just grow spiritually. So that's exactly what I did. I worked on, like, during the day. I'd wake up in the morning, go work out, go train at these really high level facilities. And then I'd come home, eat, and then just meditate, or eat, shower, and then meditate. Practice getting out of my body, practice getting into my void state. And I just go into deep states of meditation every single day for at least 2 to 4 hours. Usually 2, a lot of the times 3, but sometimes 4 hours because I just get in the zone and I'd be gone. But yeah, that's what I did every single day. And of course, yeah, I grew and everything. But then when I went back to college, it was a college that didn't really resonate with me because, again, my intuition was telling me that no college resonates with you for a reason. I don't care if you have an opportunity to go to Duke, North Carolina, UCLA, USC, it don't matter. No college is right for you. But I didn't listen. And so I dealt with depression. I went to Whittier College, and at first I was good. But then slowly but surely, I started falling back into depression. And then my confidence wavered because of certain things, certain circumstances, with living situation, and the school gym being in use all the time. So I wasn't able to practice as much on my own as I'd like to. And so it just seemed like everything was just starting to go downhill again. And yeah, so I dealt with that. And I'm trying to remember the original point that I was bringing up. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So while I was at Whittier College, I was dealing with depression, like I mentioned. It was so bad to the point to where I thought that I was going to, how do I say it without saying the word? I thought I was going to expire. I thought I was going to be deleted, let's say, by some external force because of how out of alignment I felt with my calling, with my highest self. I felt so out of alignment that I thought I was going to get, significantly hurt and possibly leave this place by some kind of accident, by something external, some external force outside of myself. Because, like I just said, I was feeling so far out of alignment. And so it got to the point to where I dropped out because I just couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't take the depression, couldn't take the stress, couldn't take the anxiety that I was just forcing myself through every single day in order to just get a degree so my parents and my family could be happy for me when I wasn't even happy for myself. So I had to make that decision to choose my own self, choose my happiness, choose my path, my real path in life, in my soul, so that I can finally live the life that I came here to live. Not just, I'm not talking about just, going out and having fun and everything. No, like I know that I came here to work. I know that I came here to do what my soul has been telling me to do, fulfill my soul's purpose, fulfill my calling. I've known that since a young boy. And now it was like that breaking point of, are you going to continue to choose to go against your purpose, or are you finally going to fully embrace your purpose? And that was my first test, dropping out of college. That was my first big test because that proved to me and also everything and everyone around me that my purpose was more important than anything else in this life. More important than a degree, more important than making my parents happy, more important than pleasing my family, because I know that they were they were looking out for me. They were trying to, help me make a decision that they thought was best for me. But at the end of the day, only you know what's really best for you because you are the one experiencing your life. If you're just here for survival, then yeah, you can listen to what other people have done to survive and just live happily like that. But if you're here for more than that, if you're here to really make a change within yourself and possibly those around you, but just make any type of real lasting impact, you have to listen to yourself. You have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to your soul because God is within you. God is within us. So if we don't listen to God within us, then we're never going to do anything that we actually came here to do. We got to listen to God within us. And that's what I did. And now that's what ultimately led me to being here right now in front of this camera. Because I've known that on a very subtle level that what I'm doing right here, this is a major, major, major part of my calling, a major part of my purpose, which is why it feels so natural to me right now doing this. And this feels like I think the word is antithesis, but this feels like exactly the opposite of the place that I was in when I was in depression at Whittier College, because I was at such a low point in my life then. And even though I'm physically not where I'd like to be right now, internally and within myself, I feel like I'm at the highest that I've ever been right now because this decision to start vlogging and listen to my intuition, listen to what my soul is calling me to do, it's such an indescribable feeling that I can only equate to just pure joy and elation. And it's the exact opposite of what I experienced when I was at Whittier College. So now it's like this full circle moment of like, I've been down in the lowest depths of my soul. I've been down in hell. And now I'm ascending to heaven all because I'm listening to my soul's purpose, because I'm listening to what my soul is calling me to do, my higher calling. So that's honestly, that got way deeper than I thought it would be. But again, this is years of things that I have not shared with almost anyone. Maybe like one or two people max. Maybe three, but probably one or two people max. So you guys, again, thank you to the ones who stay all the way through to the end, because like you never know when I'm going to start dropping gems in a video. I can go from, walking on a hike to straight dropping gems out of nowhere. So it can be at the beginning of the video, it can be at the end of the video, all the way throughout the video. It's just me because this is the life that I live. This is my authentic self. And I want to thank you again for being here for this journey, being here along for the ride, because you watching this isn't just entertaining. It's not just entertainment. It's also you answering or becoming aware of a calling within your soul, a higher calling for you. So, like I said, everyone has their audience who resonates with them for a reason. And I know even before, as of right now recording this, before even releasing a single vlog, I know that the ones who are watching this resonate with this because they also have a deeper calling within themselves that either they've been slacking on, or they're beginning to answer right now, or they're searching for it. But either way, they know that they're here for a higher purpose. And this is just something that helps them be in alignment or find alignment with their higher calling, with their highest calling. So I'm just going to leave it off at that. Sending you off again with much love. I'm Rahzier, and this is The Path of a Wise One. And I'm signing out. Much love.